Well, folks, it wouldn't be a holiday in the United States without Donald Trump getting on Truth Social and sending out the most disturbing and disgusting messages possible. He did it on Easter, he does it on Christmas, he'll do it on Thanksgiving and the 4th of July and Memorial Day. Yesterday, Monday, was no exception. Donald Trump got up a little before 7 a.m. and put out this all-caps message on Truth Social Happy Memorial Day to all. You know what? As usual, if you just stopped right there. Like, there you go, there's the message. You don't have to keep talking. Happy Memorial Day to all period post, close the phone, throw it across the room. Don't touch it again and you're okay. But he didn't stop. No Happy Memorial Day to all. Including the scum that spent the last 4 years trying to destroy our country through warped radical left minds, who allowed 21 million people to illegally enter our country, many of them being criminals. And the mental insane he misspelled that through an open border that only an incompetent president would approve. And through judges who are on a mission to keep murderers, drug dealers, rapists, gang members, and released prisoners from all over the world in our country so they can rob murderers and rape again, protected by these USAing judges who suffer from an ideologue ideology that is sick and very dangerous for our country. So you started the thing, mentioning the judges, but then you mentioned them again, at the end of the sentences if you hadn't previously mentioned them. That's crazy. Anyway, hopefully the United States Supreme Court and other good and compassionate judges throughout the land will save us from the decisions of the monsters who want our country to go to music hell. That's his Memorial Day message, folks. Yay, you scumbags, you absolute pieces of crap, you sons of Happy Memorial Day. Go eat your god yikes, that was pretty rough. Right. And again, a lot of typos. So that's not bad enough. Few minutes later, he deleted it. He deleted it, and then he put out a message that simply said, Happy Memorial Day. Done, that's it. So it's like, okay, you screwed up with the first message, but then you deleted it. That's awesome. And then you just put out the regular Happy Memorial Day. So if he had stopped, there could have stopped the bleeding, right? But he didn't stop there. Apparently. The reason he deleted that big long thing that I just tried to read to you is because he wanted to fix the typos. So I'm assuming he gave it to somebody on his staff and was like, look at this, I put this post out. It's got the squiggly red lines everywhere. I don't like the squiggly lines. They tell me I'm wrong, and I'm never wrong. So fix it. So whoever the staffer is like, all right, I'll fix your typing. You get some pretty, sausage fingers there. You have trouble pushing the buttons, I get it. So they fixed the typos and repost it. But instead of ending it on that very pessimistic, these people who want our country to go to hell, they added a more positive ending to it. So they kept all the original fixing the typos and added this at the bottom. But fear not. We have made a great progress over the last 4 months. And America will soon be safe and great again happy. Memorial Day and God bless America. Now imagine for a second, if you will, that this post came not from Donald Trump, but let's rewind the clock a year ago. Say that this post had come from Joe Biden, and Joe Biden said, Happy Memorial Day to the scum that are warping minds with their radical conservative ideology. News media, including a lot of the so-called liberal mainstream media, would be out there talking like, hey, this is inappropriate. The man clearly has severe cognitive decline. Let's invoke the 25th Amendment and get him out of office this afternoon. That's what would have happened. Conservatives would have been up in arms, quite literally, if Biden had said something like this about them. Yeah, they'd be storming the White House today. But when it's Trump, the media is like, oh, look, Donald Trump posted Happy Memorial Day to everybody. How nice of him. And they'll just leave out all the rest of the crazy part. These are the rantings of a madman. And as I always tell you, don't look at these as rantings. Look at them as symptoms of mental illness because, under that microscope, then yeah, okay, it makes sense that he would say this because he's got several severe mental illnesses kicking around in his cranium. Now I get it. Now I understand why he does it. But if you try to look at this as, oh, it's just Trump being Trump, you are doing so much damage to the United States here. Donald Trump has severe cognitive issues that clearly are impeding his ability to do this job. In other words, the man is crazy. And not enough members of the traditional media are talking about the fact that, yeah, this guy's insane. Thanks for watching today, everybody, and don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day.